Hi, I'm Gary White for Channel 6 Central Kentucky Television, and this is our Marion County Business Roundtable. As you can see, we have many business members from Marion County on the screen with us right now. We're going to get an opportunity to hear from all of them. And thank you, Greg Gribbins with the Marion County Chamber of Commerce for helping coordinate this and give our opportunity for the business members in our community to share their hours, because as of today, some businesses are open, some aren't, some are going to be opening next week. So we want to give people the opportunity to know what is available for them out there. So right now, there are several businesses that are open. Is that correct, Greg?
Yes, businesses are opening at different levels over the next 2 weeks, actually, allowing even retail. Restaurants will be opening with up to 25% capacity. And we know that factories are going back to work today. A lot of the automotive industry related factories are back at work today. And we have other retails, salons, for instance, barbershops. All of those will be falling in line through the end of this month. So over the next 2 weeks, a big portion of our local economy will be back in operation. Now, it may be limited in the number of the number of people that are allowed in certain businesses and the way that they are allowed to operate. But I think it's great news that we are getting parts of the economy open and back in business.
Absolutely. And that's why we're here, to let people know what businesses are open and what they can go visit. But also, you did a program the Rebound, I believe it was, Project Rebound, that was called last week, where you provided some needed essential equipment for these businesses, and you plan on doing that again, I believe. Is that correct?
We have another round of Project Rebound distribution scheduled for tomorrow. This is a joint effort in conjunction with the Marion County Fiscal Court and the City of Lebanon, the Lebanon Marion County Industrial Foundation, Lebanon Water Works Company, and Beam Centauri. All of us are collaborating. We all knew in our discussions from the directions we were getting from the state that there were going to be certain requirements when all businesses are allowed to open, that we knew everyone were going to be required to have masks. We knew that there would be a demand for a disinfectant and hand sanitizer. Buying those over the counter would be expensive, first off, and even if you could get access to them, especially the mask. So we mobilized through our contacts and were able to land up to 17,000 masks that we are distributing in 3 different times. The first, over 150 businesses were served. We handed out well over 2,000 masks to local businesses. And all of this is just an effort to get businesses started. We know that we cannot provide the long-term solutions for businesses, especially with the mask, but this will allow them to get the necessary mask, hand sanitizer, and especially the disinfectant, which you can purchase 5 gallons of the disinfectant processed by the Lebanon Water Company. Basically, this is a bleach solution. You can make well over 200 gallons of disinfectant. And again, all of this is going to be required by the state, no matter what type of business that you're operating. So we will have a second round of distribution tomorrow. It'll be in the parking lot of the Dave Hurrigan building. We ask that you enter off of Martin Luther King. We'll get you through as fast as possible. Over 150 businesses, again, were served last week. If you did pick up supplies last week, you are eligible to pick up more supplies tomorrow. We will be doing this from 1 to 3 tomorrow afternoon. Everyone was extremely cooperative. We processed everyone as fast as possible, but it was a very well organized, and we appreciate everyone's help and with that. And again, we'll be doing it tomorrow in the Dave Hurrigan government building parking lot. and off of Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. And we will have a third round of distributions as well. That will be near the 1st of June, when the vast majority of all of our businesses will be back in operation, allowed by the state. So we're working to get these into circulation. We know it's important for our local businesses to have these, and getting access to those was always going to be a challenge. So we just hope that this helps with getting you started.
Absolutely. And again, that's Project Rebound, and it's going to be on Tuesday, May the 19th is the next one, hopefully another one in June. And give the call to the Marion County Chamber of Commerce if you need more information on that. But for today, what we're doing is a business roundtable. We're going to go through some area businesses and let you know that they are open for business and their hours, what's going on. Tell us just a minute or two about your business and how people can work with you. That's what we're all here for, right? So we're going to start off. Yes, absolutely. So we're just going to kind of work our way through the people as they pop up there. And the one right next to me right now is Big Dave with Country 100.9. So I'm going to start there. If you could tell us a little about the radio. You're open for business, I take it.
We are indeed. We haven't really ever had the opportunity to shut down, but that's all about community radio. And what we've got here is Alvin Wren and myself. We're keeping everything informed for the information that Greg is providing me, also with the city and county government, and we continue to be able to pass that information on. For most people, if you need to get some information out, you can email me if you like at dave@wlskfm.com, or you can send it to news@wlskfm.com, and we will be able to help out any way that we can. And Greg, I think it's a great project that you've got going with Project Rebound, and we'll plan on being out there tomorrow afternoon for the second go-around.
Thank you, Dave, for all your help.
Not a problem. That's what we're here for.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going to work our way through, and I see Jonathan with Shelter Insurance is up there. Jonathan, if you could tell us a little bit about what Shelter Insurance is doing.
Thanks, Gary. Shelter is still open. We're open 24/7. That's the beauty of technology, is I'm able to service all of my customers pretty much all the time, whether we're open or not. Physically, we are open. Our door is locked. So that's what Shelter has asked us to do. And if you rap on the door, I can come outside. We will be opening the door beginning Wednesday. And we will be following the social distancing guidelines that have been asked, and we'll be wearing a mask out of precaution. But again, if I've worked with customers, I've gone to their home and they've left their premium in an envelope, and I've gone out to the porch and picked it up and gotten back in the car. So there's no problem with that. We want to be as flexible as we can to ensure that our customers are taken care of. And insurance is very important, and a lot of people are asking a lot of questions about it now because of this. So, but I'm available all the time. So we're on the corner of Mulberry and Spalding, and you can also reach me on my personal cell phone, 270-401-087. When we do reopen, we are switching our hours, Gary. We'll be open now from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., which we feel will help folks that maybe at work later or might need some later hours. So thank you all so much for this opportunity, and thanks to the Chamber as well.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing with us on that. That was great. And next in line, I have John Arthur Elder IV, Johnny Rocker. If you wanted to tell us a little about what is going on with you there, I'm going to
Okay, so my name is Jonathan Elder IV. A lot of people know me as Johnny Rocker. I'm an attorney here in Lebanon, Kentucky, with an office located at 104 West Main Street. I'm mic muted for whatever reason. First building on the corner as you're on Main Street there. We have actually, we're still having a per se soft closing. We are not reopening full throttle to the public. We're going to reconsider that on June 1st of 2020. However, the attorneys, including myself, are taking private appointments. We began doing that May 15th, last Friday of 2020. With that being said, by all means, we are here. My staff is working as well. We are implementing the social distance standards. And candidly, unfortunately, we've been able to do that for our clients, like many have said throughout this process. My office number for all those who may need any type of appointments or potential questions to be answered during this time is 270-321-4429. Again, we are open normal hours Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. I am taking limited appointments on Saturdays depending on the client's needs. But again, I would ask that you schedule that appointment through my office at 270-321-4429. But other than that, we are having procedures in place that when we do have private appointments, we are asking our clientele to meet us prior to call in about 5 minutes before your arrival time. We'll meet you at a side door. We have rooms allocated that have been disinfected for our private clients. We are asking our clientele to wear masking type covers, whether that be a mask or some type of bandana over the face to ensure the safety of not only ourselves, the client, but our personnel as well. And again, looking around June 1st, we're going to consider basically opening the doors to the public again. But by all means, we are here Monday through Friday, and we are available, and we are scheduling private appointments. And we've had numerous of those, and unfortunately, in this type of downturn to the economy and the pandemic, we're here to provide those services and have done that throughout. So if any questions at all, we're happy to help. Basically, I practice civil practice here in Lebanon, Kentucky, from personal injury, auto accidents, motorcycle accidents, farming accidents, to estate planning. Unfortunately, I do dissolution of marriages too. Don't per se solicit that type of business, but unfortunately, that's part of my specter of talents as well. But again, I do want to thank Channel 6 and the Chamber of Commerce. You guys have done a great job in updating local businesses and keeping us in tune and keeping us in mind. And it's now more than ever I have seen the commitment and the passion surrounding Marion County and its local business owners to unite and provide our clientele. And I look forward to beating this horrible virus, and I look forward to our businesses reopening and Marion County getting back to booming as we always have.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing that information. That was some great information that you had for us there. We appreciate it. And we're going to work our way through. Greg, do you have another member there that you'd like to pull into the conversation for us?
I see Danielle Hawkins is in our group. Let's see if we can you bring Danielle up? I don't think I have control of that, do I?
I got her.
Okay. Hey, Danielle.
I am the local branch manager of NESCO Resource here in Lebanon. We service Marion, Washington, and Taylor counties. Some of our automotive clients are opening their doors today, slowly with their full-time positions, and then they plan on bringing a bunch of our temporary staff back. We are here and available. We have been open the entire time, servicing remotely. Now we are back in the office, but our door is still locked. We do ask that anyone looking for a position call us. We are able to fully staff remotely, which is a great thing, especially in today's time with what's going on. We are shooting for June 4th to be open for walk-in traffic. I don't know that that is in stone yet, but that is a goal that we're looking for. We have one room set up specifically to do social distance interviews if the need be that we do it in-house. So right now we are just thankful to be a part of this meeting and a part of the community, and we are willing and ready to get back to work.
Great. Thank you very much. We appreciate that update from you there.
Jerry?
Yes.
I see John Straub with the Better Business Bureau has joined us. The Better Business Bureau have been giving us a lot of information about things that we should be watching for during this pandemic. And I appreciate John taking time to join us today. And we've been passing along a lot of your alerts. So I do want to acknowledge you and thank you for what the Better Business Bureau is doing to keep us on our toes with all the many things that are happening around us.
Well, you're welcome, and I appreciate that. Unfortunately, because of events like this only brings out the worst of people and the worst of the cons and the scammers out there. So we have seen so many cons and scams out there, and we'd like to keep continuing to pass that word to everyone so that they're at least made aware of what's going on out there. So Dave, if we can share some information with you and Gary and Greg, we appreciate you spreading the word about all the cons and scams that are going out there and making people aware of that. And if we could be of any help, just let us know. And obviously, we encourage everyone, before they want to do business with somebody, please check with the BBB to make sure that these are honest, ethical business people and not just someone that saw a YouTube video and now they are a plumber or electrician or out there doing yard work or roofing. So please be sure you're checking with the Better Business Bureau before you do business with people out there. So appreciate the acknowledgement and look forward to working with each and every one of you.
That includes all of the PPP materials as well. I know I've seen information come out recently about mask and other PPP material, PPEs, of them not meeting standard. They are faulty. They're being sold at inflated prices. So please beware when you are ordering these necessary equipment. Again, we know that you're going to have them to open your business, but do due diligence, as John Elder would say, due diligence, and make sure that you are getting certified and correct PPE materials when you are purchasing from a reputable business online, because you never know where they're coming from, and there are people trying to take advantage of you at every angle.
Thank you. All right, I know we have Terry Thomas as well up here with us. We'd like to hear from Terry about one about unemployment, but also there are still jobs available out there for individuals if they're looking for a job. Is that correct, Terry?
Yes. I wanted to go over what's going on with the Lebanon Marion County Career Center right now. We have plenty employment opportunities also in our office. We are not open to the public at this time. It's 8 to 5 Monday through Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday, and Wednesday and Thursday is 7:30 to 5 on Mondays and Tuesdays, and then Wednesdays and Thursdays is 7:30 to 4:30. And then Fridays 7:30 to 5. That's we are on the phones, taking employment opportunities. Anybody's looking for a career, and also we're also taking calls on unemployment, of course. But right now, the state has us on a state system where we are on the phones with unemployment, but we're still doing employment opportunities. And one thing that we are doing is they can apply for jobs right in front of our office outside. So we have all the companies with their applications, and they can fill out the application and they can put it in the mailbox. So they can still do everything with our office. All they have to do is just pull up in the front, fill out the application, and put it in the mailbox. And some of the companies that are hiring right now that are really full-time right now, they're going full force, is America Wood Fibers. They're looking for production operators. Central Kentucky Community Action is looking for teachers, substitute teachers. They're looking for a SNAP program director. They're looking for teachers' aides. Lebanon Oak Flooring is looking for entry-level positions. Kentucky Cooperage barrel assemblers. Montebello's looking for press operators, print operators, end of the line operators. Peterson Farms are looking for farm equipment mechanics, farm systems maintenance specialists, material handler, lab techs. Cedars of Lebanon, they're looking for a sitter, and also they're looking for certified nurse aides, personal care attendants. So is the Village of Lebanon. Also, Loretta Mother House is looking for nurse aides, RNs, LPNs. So right now, there is employment opportunities at our office. Right now, we're still waiting on the state and the county to see when we'll open up. The reason why we're not open up right now, because we would have a lot of people coming after us for probably over 100 people wanting to know about unemployment, and we want them to know we're there for them, but our main focus is employment opportunities. And unemployment right now is still, we're still working on that, but we still can help you find jobs.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for sharing that information with us. All right. We have Tom Morgeson up here as well. Tom, can you share with us what's going on with you? Let me unmute you there. Okay.
I'm here observing with the Chamber of Commerce as a member of the Board of Directors. I might mention that I do work from home, and I consult for a business in Maryland, which builds primarily mall stores. All the malls are shut down, so I'm basically sitting here. I might be talking to Terry Thomas soon. But other than that, I'm just here to hear what everybody else has to say. And if there's any way that I can help along with Greg, we will be there.
Great. Thank you very much. We appreciate you being here because that's why we're here. Again, this is a business roundtable in order to let members of our community know what's going on with our various businesses, who's open. And we have Sarah Smith as well. I see on the screen here. Sarah, let me unmute you. And if you could tell us what information you have to share for us.
Yes, my name is Sarah Smith. I'm with Central Kentucky Tool. We have been back up and running. This is our third week. We have moved from running 5 days a week to doing 4-10s and giving our guys a 3-day weekend. So we are not accepting visitors, but we are accepting deliveries, and we are open and running, but we aren't accepting any deliveries at this or any visitors at this time. But we are running at full capacity and providing for our customers just like before. So we were shut down about 3 weeks, but we have been back up and running with a new shift time. So we are open from 8 to 4:30 in the office every day. And on Fridays, we are open 8 to noon, but just for phone calls, again, not for any in-person things. So.
Great. Thank you very much for sharing with us. Do clients, you said that people cannot come to visit, right? So they just need to give you a call if they want to.
That's correct. So we're not accepting any sales visits or anything like that, just truck deliveries.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have Alan Gaddis up here as well. And let me unmute if you could share with us, Alan, what's going on with your business.
Good morning, everybody. I'm with the Gadco Group over in Campbellsville. We are open to serve you. We normally print basically everything except money. We do promotional apparel and items, signage, banners, etc. But like everybody else, we've had to adapt a little bit. So we're currently wide open with masks. We have medical masks as well as customized and printed masks for your business, organization. We've done several churches, schools, that sort of thing. We also are carrying hand sanitizer. We have a corporate hand sanitizer program that should be up and going by the end of the month. If you need hand sanitizer for your business, we have a touchless dispenser and bulk hand sanitizer for that. And other than that, we're just open for business as normal to promote your business. Our motto is that we promote you. So if you need anything in that realm, give us a shout. We've done the Ham Days shirts for the last few years, and we have several clients in Marion County. We're actually over in Taylor County. We're a member of the chamber over there, and we're glad to be a part of this and appreciate what you all are doing to support your community. Anybody have any questions, give me a call, 270-789-2607. My email is alan@gadco.com. You can find us on Facebook like the rest of the world, or you can find us at wepromoteyou.us. So thanks a lot for having us on.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing with us. And we do want to mention we did have a representative from Sandy's Sweet Shop who was in our little round table, but I believe it's coming up on lunchtime as we're actually recording this, so they're kind of busy, but they wanted to let everybody know that they are open, and current hours for Sandy's Sweet Shop in Lebanon are 11 to 8 daily, and then 1 to 5 on Sundays. Their phone number is 270-321-4302, and you can check their Facebook or Instagram for some more information on that.
It is a good time to promote the Sandy Sweet Shop as being in the top 3 in the state, as in the Kentucky Living voting as well for sweetest spot in Kentucky. So They, along with Marion County Country Ham Days in the festival category and Maker's Mark in the distillery category, the voting continues through the end of the month. So we encourage you to go to Kentucky Living, look under contest, vote for the three of us. You can vote once a day per email address. And we've got some stiff competition, but we're confident that we finished in the top three in the initial round of voting. But please go there and vote in the Kentucky Living voting to try to get us all at the top of the voting by the end of May.
Absolutely. And of course, there's always a lot more things going on, and that's one of the great things that is going on. Greg, do you want to pick another one of our businesses here for them to share some information?
I see Lauren Dietering. Lauren, are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you for having me on this morning. I'm representing Goodwill Industries of Kentucky. We have 66 stores statewide, but I'm here to talk about the Lebanon store today. We are opening our doors to the public on May 20th, which is this Wednesday in 2 days. Oh, my cat wants to join the meeting. Sorry about that. We are accepting shoppers and donors. I'm sure many of you have piles and piles of donations to drop off at Goodwill as we've been isolated for the last few months. We have several safety measures in place. You can find all of those safety measures on our website at www.goodwillky.org. We will accept 50% capacity in our stores. We've established a greeter position to monitor how many people are in the store at any given time. Our employees will be required to wear masks. And as I said, all of those safety measures can be found on our website. We are opening this Wednesday. The hours are 9 to 7, Monday through Saturday, and noon to 6 on Sunday. Most people know Goodwill from our stores, but we are also, we provide employment services to Kentuckians who have disabilities or other challenges. Obviously, a lot of people in the community are dealing with employment issues right now. We do have a local career coach. So if anybody needs employment assistance, they can come to Goodwill for that as well.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing. That's some great information for everyone out there. We appreciate it. Thank you. And we have Christina McRae, who is joining us as well. And she popped up. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, guys.
Thank you.
I'm representing not only the Marion County ATC, where I'm principal as a chamber member, but also a chamber board member. A couple updates from the school district for Marion County Public Schools. Of course, we're still continuing the summer feeding program. Our teachers have been working up until now, and most of them through the first week of June, on wrapping up this school year and preparing for the new school year, getting our building ready. But with summer feeding, and Carrie, feel free to chime in anytime. We have a Marion County Schools board member on here with us too. But Ms. Schlosser is very dedicated to feeding the children of Marion County, birth to age 18 years old, sending out more than 40,000 meals every week. That will continue this week. Several people have asked about, now that school is over, technically over, how long will that last? She's committed to doing that as far as our summer feeding program will allow us to. June is continuing to evolve into a plan, but she distributes 14 meals per child every week at 6 different sites across the county. So it's been a very beneficial program, and will continue as long as the plan allows us to do so with the school district. So been very important. If you haven't taken advantage of that program yet, it's not too late. You can come any week. If you're not able to pick up for your child because you're working or some other circumstance, you can send someone else in their place as long as they can provide the information needed for the program. So that's important to note. And you don't have to go to the school site where your child attends. If you work in town, but your child goes to West Marion, it doesn't matter. You can pick up in town at any site across the county from about 11:45 to 12:45 on Wednesdays. So it's a great program. If you haven't taken advantage for your child, please do so. It's a great thing for the kids in the community.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing.
Christina, can you give us an update on graduation activities?
Absolutely.
I know.
Yeah, Marion County High School will hold a drive-through graduation this Saturday from 2 to 6. What it does is allows the student to dress in their full graduation apparel. The school district and the high school have worked hand in hand. On the back patio of the high school will be a very large 24 by 32 foot stage. The students will line up in their full graduation gear with their families in the car with them. They'll get to pull up to the graduation stage, get out of the car. The graduate gets to get out, pick up their diploma cover, have their picture taken by a professional photographer that the school district and the high school have hired to commemorate the occasion. And they'll get to get on stage, take their picture, have the video done, and then that will be all compiled into a master video for families to keep forever. So then that link will also be, that ceremony will also be live streamed for the community on Saturday. So all that link will go up through our social media pages, so make sure you check those out and encourage family members who can't be there, either from out of town or out of state, to watch their child or family member friend graduate on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. People
Yes,
are adjusting in various different ways to what's going on.
It's been a constant adjustment for sure, but Ms. Schlosser is very committed to commemorating this class. They're a spectacular group of kids, and they deserve lots of recognition. So between virtual senior awards night, which goes live this Wednesday night to honor the seniors, and then graduation on Saturday, cap and gown pickup for seniors, drive-through ice cream social will be this Thursday night from 6 to 7:30 at the high school. Students are encouraged to come out and get their grab bag of caps and gowns and other awards, certificates, medals, graduation cords, etc. will all be compiled this week so that our graduates are ready for their big ceremony on Saturday. So if you have a senior in your family or know someone, make sure you pass that information along to them. They've also gotten a letter from Mr. Peterson with their times and details as well. So look for that in their mailbox.
Great. Thank you very much.
I've told a few seniors that the silver lining to all of this is every reunion, you're going to have a lot to talk about.
For sure, for sure. And they're going to be remembered as the class that overcame the obstacles. So that's for sure a good thing.
Exactly.
All right. I think we have Anna Howard on the line with us as well. And if you could share your information.
Yes. I'm representing Communicare here in Lebanon. We serve 7 different counties, and all of our clinics have been able to remain open. Here specific in Lebanon, we realize how important mental health and substance abuse care is to our community. So we've been able to keep our doors open with restrictions. Right now, we are doing screeners for our clients. There's a requirement to wear a mask. We do have some of those if we need to provide our consumers with one so they can come in the building and be seen. Our groups are continuing to run for our substance abuse programs. We do have restrictions of 9 participants per group. I understand a lot of meetings are just virtual at the moment, so if anyone would be interested in participating in those groups, they can contact us. We do an assessment to see if they meet the care, and we can enroll them in that if it is possible. As far as our mental health services, we continue to offer individual therapy. We do provide telehealth at the moment as well if people feel like it would be safer to remain at home. We have those options. We're continuing to see adults and children. We also have our case management still intact, so they can help with any kind of resources that people may need in the community. They will work with them to get them linked to that. Also, we have a unique service of peer support. This service can provide additional support during this time right now. I know a lot of people who may have not struggled in the past may struggle with these uncertain times. So we have her as well that is available to provide that support. As far as our restrictions, like I said, screener, taking temperatures, wearing masks. Our phone number is 270-692-2509. So if anyone's even got a crisis situation going on, needs an assessment, our hours are from 8 o'clock until 5. And I would like to provide the crisis line number just in case that anyone is out there struggling or knows someone who may be struggling right now. It's 1-800-641-4673. So that's just the services that we have going on. And if anyone needs additional information, just feel free to reach out to us. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing with us. Appreciate that. We have Macy Bloomer here as well. You want to share your information with us?
I can't tell if I'm up or not. New to the Zoom meeting, sorry. So, hey, I'm the owner of Little Caesars Pizza there in Lebanon, and I wanted to say of all the areas I'm in, it seems like Lebanon's been the most active with giving out information with the COVID-19, with the PPP loans and everything. So thank you, Greg. Thank you, Chamber. So you all have been great. Tomorrow we start back to regular hours. We've been on a temporary hour basis for a while now, but we will be running from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Sunday to Thursday. Friday we'll run 11 to 10, Saturday 11 to 10. We have the pickup window, so feel free to come through safely with the pickup window. We have the Little Caesars app, and you can order your pizza through that, pay through the app, and you can pick it up through the drive-through or I don't know if everybody's seen the machine in the lobby now, but it's called the portal, and you can come in, scan your phone, or put your code in and get your pizza that way. So no contact. We are practicing the social distancing rules for a while now, and the phone number is 270-692-1122. Feel free to give us a call, place your order. We'll have it ready for you. We'll bring it out to you. We have a new manager in place there in the store. She's working really hard, doing good things, trying to get a good crew in. So Terry, send people my way. Need assistant managers, shift leaders, and crew. So really trying to change the store around, and we're doing a good job with that. So if you need us, give us a call.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your information with us. It's good to know that you'll be back open. I also want to mention that we had Kristen Goff, who is the marketing manager for ServPro, on for Marion, Adair, and Russell counties. She got an emergency call, had to get off, but they are still doing fire and water mitigation and working with mold and general cleaning. They're open 24/7, 365, so they're open every day. And you can contact them at 270-402-8170. They are doing virtual consultations as well. So you want to get that information out. Greg, do you have another business that we can hear from?
I see one of our board members, Carrie Truitt, Marion County School Board member and also a Chamber Board member, and with Hospice Health. I know that they've been extremely busy during this time. So Carrie, give us an update on what's going on with Hospice Health.
Sure. Although we've made adjustments during the time of COVID-19, we have been continuing to admit patients to our services. We are still caring for patients and families throughout Marion County, Washington County as well. And I think what it's important to know is that with the issues we're seeing, hospitals and nursing facilities are not doing as many referrals to hospice care just to kind of eliminate visitors to their facilities. So it's really important for family members to be aware that if your loved one needs the support of our organization with hospice care services, you can make that call yourself. You can make the referral yourself. If you're interested in learning more about hospice care services for your family or a loved one, please call 270-789-4247, and we can talk about ways that we can evaluate your loved one. We are implementing safety precautions, of course, during this time of COVID-19. Our physical office in Campbellsville is closed and has been for a couple of months now. It will remain closed for the time being. However, our clinical professionals who are visiting patients and families, we are utilizing telehealth in a lot of visits. We are also kind of cutting back on visits with certified nursing assistants because they get that direct contact with patients and families. And so we're also leaving the choice of visits up to the family. If they are concerned or anxious or nervous about allowing people into their homes, then we are, of course, offering more telehealth services to them. I'm the volunteer manager for Hospice Health, and our volunteers are still incredibly committed to our mission and serving patients and families. And so we have volunteers who call every patient every week to check in on them to see how they're doing. It's really just a 15-minute phone call, just giving another opportunity for someone to hear a caring voice from someone. So our volunteers are still incredibly involved and committed. So if you're interested in volunteering with our organization during this time or after, when things get back to some type of normal where you're visiting patients face to face, please give me a call at 270-699-6599. One last note, our thrift shop on Old Lebanon Road in Campbellsville is opening On a limited basis, we are opening to accept donations only on Wednesday, May 20th, and then we will start kind of a rolling process of opening to volunteers and then opening to the general public. But we will begin accepting donations on Wednesday, May 20th at 10 a.m. And everybody's got piles and piles of stuff, so please feel free to take that there. I know I'm looking at a pile in my room right now. It's ready to go. So if you're cleaning out, please consider us as an opportunity to kind of clear out some of the space in the home that you've been staring at for the last couple of months. But
thank you. Thank you very much. That's some great information. Appreciate you sharing with us. We also want to have Dan Hitchcock with Intercounty Energy on the line with us as well. I know, speaking of everybody being home, it's very important that our electricity is working. So tell us what's going on there with Intercounty Energy, if you will, please.
Well, good morning, I guess. You know, here it is. We're 2.5 months into this thing. What we're doing is the same thing we've been doing since this thing started, both in Lebanon and Danville. Our offices have been open from 7:30 to 6:30. Our drive-throughs have been open and extended just to assist those who are wanting to pay their bills, needing to pay their bills. And of course, you know, a suggestion would be for those that are applying for new services, because of those busy times from 7:30 to 4:30 every day, we ask that you come in after 4:30. Just stop by the office through the drive-through from 4:30 to 6:30. Take care of any name changes or any updates that you need to do to your account. And that way you've got more time during that time frame to be able to do that. That number locally is 270-692-3761. And another quick thing too, I guess, Gary, was the guy from the SBA touched on earlier, was from scam alerts. You know, we've had several calls where people will call and say, hey, you're going to be disconnected if you don't pay this amount or that amount. So we want to make everybody aware. And I've worked with the local radio stations too to kind of get that information out there. We want everybody to know that as of right now, unless the PSC orders it or the governor stops that order, that there will be no disconnects or late fees applied. So, you know, as of right now, we do not know when that's going to stop, of course. But when we do, we will inform our members and we will work with them the very best that we can.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
And again, this is a roundtable with different businesses in Marion County to see what's going on with those businesses, who's open. We have another individual on the screen, James, on here. If James would like to share your information with us. I think James, who joined us a little bit later. James, are you there? Oh, maybe not, can't hear, but but anyway, again, this has been a business roundtable for us with the Marion County businesses. It's been Channel 6 Television in partnership with the Marion County Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for coordinating this with us, Greg. And we want to give our viewers the opportunity to know what's going on with the different businesses throughout Marion County. Keep watching and we'll keep sharing some updates as we get them. Do you have any other words you'd like to share with our viewers?
A couple of reminders I want to pass along. First off, we appreciate all those who have been sharing their business information through our Facebook page, MCKY Chamber. It has been a very active portal. We're trying to pass along as much information. We encourage all businesses to use our group, the Marion County Resiliency Group at our Facebook page. Use that to pass along information. We have a number of followers, and we use that to get information into the hands of the public as fast as possible. So we encourage people to use our Facebook portals that we have available to us. And we want to remind everyone about the Project Rebound Distribution Round 2 tomorrow from 1 to 3. It's in the Dave Hurrigan parking lot off of Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. We will have the free mask, the disposable mask. You can get up to 3 per employee, up to a maximum of 25. This is all for small businesses of 25 employees or fewer. We have the free hand sanitizer from Beam Suntory. You can now get 3 bottles of the large bottles of that will be available tomorrow. per business. And the Lebanon Water Works has been producing the concentrated bleach that can make up to 200 gallons. This 5-gallon container sold for just $10. You have to know what a deal that is if you try to go purchase bleach right now. And all of that will be available tomorrow. We encourage all businesses in Marion County of 25 or fewer employees to take advantage of the distribution from 1 to 3. You do not have to be a chamber member. There was a question about that. This is open to all Marion County businesses. We hope that you take advantage of that. If you do have questions about distribution or anything that we can be of assistance to your business, you can call us at 692-9594. I do want to give a shout out to Marion County. Someone made reference earlier about how Marion County has responded to this. And, we talk to businesses, restaurants, all types of businesses. And I am so proud of the community supporting our local businesses the way they have during this pandemic. The response to many of our restaurants especially has been tremendous, and people have really stepped up to do what they can. This has become a community effort, and people, even competitors, are sharing information and are sharing different ideas with each other in order to make it through this. So, we see some silver, there's some light at the end of this tunnel. We're going to get there, and it's a slow process, and we know it's going to be a slow process, but I think we have weathered this storm better than most communities, and we still have some time yet to go, but I appreciate everyone in this community for everything that they have done at every level. We will continue to do what we can to help all of you in any way possible. So I appreciate all those who have helped.
Great. Thank you very much. Again, this has been a business roundtable here on Marion County. And James Spraggins, did you have something you wanted to share with us about Myrtle Dean and what's going on there? Let me unmute you there.
I appreciate you putting this together. For one thing, I just want to say hello to everybody and just say we're like a lot of other people. We are kind of shut down right now, but that's hopefully not going to be for much longer. We'll just find out. But we are still taking reservations for folks who do want to stay overnight, although we are shut down to overnight lodging until further notice. However, happy to talk to anyone who would like to talk to me about arranging the use of the house for a wedding reception, things like that. We also have been offering for the last few years this, it's like I call it wedding preps, and you get the house for 5 hours. And you bring in your hairstylist. The wedding party can use the house for 5 hours to get ready, take photographs, do the hair and the nails and the makeup and all that stuff. And it really works out well for that because we have a lot of space. When it's not your turn to be taking photos, you can be on the patio out back or in the parlor or something. So that really works out. And so I'm happy to talk to anyone about future plans along those lines. And again, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing with us. Appreciate it. And again, this has been a business roundtable here on Channel 6 Television with Marion County Businesses. Thank you very much for joining us.